Amanita muscaria is the typical fairy tale mushroom. It's the Mario mushroom. It's the Alice in Wonderland mushroom. It's the mushroom emoji on your phone. It's the red cap with white dots on it. They've gotten a bad rap over the years because they are toxic if you eat them raw, fresh out of the ground. So if you pick an Amanita mushroom and eat the cap, most people are going to get really sick. When you dry it properly, it largely mitigates that risk. And then with a little bit of further preparation, which is super easy, you can completely negate that risk. It really would just make people really sick if they don't prepare it properly. A lot of the other stories about it being dangerous are from 70s, 80s, 90s, people wanting to consume it for a psychedelic experience and they don't prepare it properly and they eat a really large amount of it and have a bad experience. It's like the way I equate it to if you're a 16-year-old and you want to have your first drink and you down a bottle of vodka, you're going to get really sick. It's not going to be a good experience. So similar to that, where it's a constant uphill battle for us to work our way around those, but it's a really worthy mission to be on. That inner critic, that
Mhm.
self-deprecating voice has been gone since a week after I started and it hasn't come back yet at all. It's a beautiful thing to happen, but it's also indicative of a lot of people aren't watching their thought processes. We can feel like the reactions that we get, physical, somatic reactions. But a lot of these changes happen very subtly and that have a profound impact over time. One of the best ways to really gauge what's happening is to get in tune with your thoughts and in tune with yourself and in tune with your energy. And in that sense, it's also a really wonderful teacher to teach one to be more aware of the inner. With Amanita, it does all that work, largely all of it behind the scenes. It does it unconsciously. So a lot of people will find that like one day they're just a little bit different and they can't figure it out initially, but maybe a few weeks go by and they remember something that happened in their childhood and they're like, oh, that doesn't affect me at all. Within 2 weeks of microdosing, it felt like I healed 80 to 90%, which was miraculous. Like it gave me life. It was like I was suffocating. I was drowning. All of a sudden I could breathe again. It was unbelievable. So I reached out to Amanita. I had this cannabis company. So I sponsored one of her videos, which did really well and did well for the both of us. And then she asked me to start selling in the States because nobody was doing it. So it wasn't something that I reached for or grabbed for. It just fell into my lap. And yeah, we're the first to start selling in the States.